Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here for another presentation with Mr. Ritchie. And this presentation is going to be called Symbiotic Relationships. We've talked about abiotic, biotic factors. We've also talked about different types of species, whether they're herbivores, carnivores, or omnivores, as well as invasive species the last few weeks. We're going to keep moving in this in symbiotic relationships. This means about food webs. Is there more to relationships between animals other than for food purposes? And if you've answered yes, you are correct. Symbiosis is a relationship between two different organisms that live closely together. There is some kind of benefit involved for at least one of the organisms. Sometimes both benefit, but oftentimes only one of the organisms benefit. But yes, everything is intertwined and connected in some form or fashion. And the three words you're going to learn about is mutualism, commensalism, and parasitism. Here you have a picture of Finding Nemo. If you've ever seen that movie, you see the clownfish within an anemone. This is actually a mutualistic or showing mutualism. Both organisms benefit from the relationship. The advantages enhance each other's chances of survival. So the clownfish gets protection and the anemone gets nutrients from waste. And this is what ideally all relationships, whether it's your friends and your family relationships, whether it's animal population, this is great. We're all getting along. We're helping each other out. It's wonderful. But nature's not always so nice. Then you see these birds, or a bird or birds with a cat and cows. So this shows commensalism. One organism benefits in a relationship while the other is not affected, positively or negatively. Cattle and cattle egret. The cattle stir insects as they eat grass. The cattle egret eats the insects, and this is what benefits. So these birds benefit from what the cow is doing. Cow's not harmed, but the cow's not helped. All right? So that's commensalism. And finally, the mistletoe, if you know, that's kind of a Christmas plant. But this Christmas plant can be very dangerous to other plants, just like you learn about the kudzu plant. The mistletoe is actually a parasitic plant. And parasitism is when one organism benefits from the relationship while the other is harmed. And so that's a little bit different from commensalism. One benefits commensalism, but the other's not harmed. And a parasitism, one benefits, but the other is harmed. You definitely don't want this kind of relationship. Parasite, the harms, it doesn't need to kill its host. The host is harmed. It could be sick, it could be tired. But you got, for example, this mistletoe and oak tree. The mistletoe takes the nutrients from the oak tree, and the oak tree loses its nutrients. More than likely, it won't completely die off. And why is that? We're going to come back to that thought. But you got commensalism. They're neighbors. They're one's happy, one's like, whatever. Mutualism is teammates. They're both happy. Parasitism, think of thieves. One is happy, the other is not. So going back to that question, why doesn't the parasite kill the host? Well, if the host dies, what does the parasite have to live on? Can you think of any other symbiotic relationships? So we're going to keep getting into this. Good luck to you, and I hope this helps explain what we are going to be learning.